Our first guest is an Academy Award nominated actor. How about that? And from now on, until he wins an Academy Award, he'll be referred to as the Academy Award nominated actor.
Yes.
And then when he wins, it'll be Academy Award winning actor.
That's how it works.
Pretty good. The guy's on the right road, isn't he?
I'm telling you.
The new film, starring a new film, is entitled The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, I know what this is. A wolf sneaks into the stock exchange and bites a guy. And he becomes a werewolf.
Ooh, well, then it would be The Werewolf of Wall Street.
Exactly.
Okay.
It opens on Christmas Day. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jonah Hill.
I'm great. It's so
now,
nice.
you know, the first time I saw you, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you on the show, I didn't know. I thought you were just a kid that was in wacky movies. And
okay.
stuff. And now, with the Academy Award nomination and having seen every film you've been in, I realize you're, in fact, a true actor. That's great.
Thank you.
So
that's very kind. Thanks.
When did you go to acting school? When did you become such a good actor?
I don't know if I'm there yet, but I went to school here in New York at New School and studied acting and writing, and I loved being funny. And
where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, California.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were in the small ball. Was that what it called? Moneyball.
Small ball?
Small ball.
I was in Huge Ball.
Huge ball. What was the one you were in with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, Moneyball.
Moneyball, yeah. And nominated for that Academy Award. Oh, nice movie. That was great. And now you're working with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever say to yourself, whoa, something's going wrong?
Yeah, no, I usually, my day starts out with, what the hell am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, even here, right now? Or,
No.
Yeah,
it's about right here. This is okay. But Brad Pitt and Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, that's crazy stuff.
It's crazy. And Martin Scorsese is my actual creative hero. That's the reason I got into movies, was Goodfellas, my all-time favorite movie.
Right. Do you ever see Raging Bull?
Of course.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing.
I mean, there you just think, okay, quit making movies.
Yeah.
Once you see Raging Bull, you say, all right, that's fine.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No, it's not going to get better.
But then you make Goodfellas.
Yep.
You can see
Also
every
very
movie's
good.
great.
Yeah.
So I get the chance to work with him. It's my all-time dream. And, you know, I was so nervous. And the shoot was 6 months long. So the first day, I'm like freaking out. You know, I'm freaking out. But then about 4 or 5 months into the shoot, I think I got a little too comfortable.
I know that feeling.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because
you feel like I'm one of the guys, I belong, Martin Scorsese is here.
He knows my name.
We know our names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he has one rule. He has this little, his own monitors, and it has to be very quiet so he can concentrate, which is like a completely understandable rule.
He's monitoring the action of the film. That's kind of the nerve center of the film.
Yes, it's like the brain. So the DP is allowed there, the director of photography, and one of the producers, and then the only actors that were really back there ever were Leonardo DiCaprio and myself, and I, you know, it was always very quiet so he could focus. And about 5 months in, I think I just got too comfortable, and I have no idea what I was thinking, but I just started chatting away with one of the producers, like, just, you know.
Like you were here.
Yeah, like we would with each other. And then all of a sudden my phone buzzes and I look at my phone and it's from his assistant, Ashley, and he goes, "You need to stop talking." And we're shooting in this building that takes 15 minutes to get in and out of. It's so complicated. I drop my phone and I sprint 15 minutes to my trailer, put a blanket over my head and cradle back and forth.
I know exactly. Yep.
I was like, and I was like, I'm such an idiot, you know?
It's the old expression, pride goeth before a fall.
Exactly.
It's a version of that. Now, I was reading the notes about you and your activities on the film, and you had to work with a stuntman, and I found this to be inhumane, what they were asking you to do. And I wonder if you need a grievance filed against the film.
I do not. Well, so this
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Tell people what the setup of this is.
Okay, so there's a scene in the movie. The movie, you know, it's a Scorsese movie. It's very intense.
It's about a kid who swindles Wall Street and he has to go to prison.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
It's a true story. And Leonardo DiCaprio and I play these guys who basically steal millions and millions of dollars from people, scam it out of people. And we have this drug dealer in the film, played by John Barenthal, who's a great actor, and he's my nemesis. He hates me and I hate him. And so he's this big boxer in real life. He's a big, tough guy. And in the scene, I say to his girlfriend, you have my money taped to your boobs. Technically, you work for me, okay? Oh. And then he takes Leo outside, and he's like, I can't work with this guy. He's a drug addict. I don't trust him. And I know they're talking about me. So the scene is I'm supposed to come out and confront him and scream at him, and then he's supposed to knock me out. And so we do it a few times, and I go back into the little video area, and we're sitting on the couch, and there's a little couch, and I'm here, Leonardo DiCaprio's here, and Martin Scorsese's here. And the guy, John Barenthal's pacing back and forth behind the couch, okay? And after every take, I look at Scorsese, and I'm just like, I hope he's happy, okay? And so he's in there, and he's just shaking his head, and he's like, it just doesn't look good, doesn't look good, doesn't look good.
Now at that point, whose responsibility is it to make it look good? Is it you or the guy throwing the punch?
I just pray to God I can do something to make it look good.
Because he's filmed fights before.
He shot Raging Bull.
Exactly. So he ought to know how to do this.
Right. Well, so he can't figure it out, and he just looks at me and he goes, hey kid, you want to try one where he hits you for real?
Oh, you see, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the answer is no, thank you.
Yeah. Well, so I don't want to look like a wuss, and so I'm like. And as he says that, John Barenthal is a method actor. He's pacing back and forth even faster.
He's still in character.
Because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to hit this idiot for real. And so I've become friendly with Leonardo DiCaprio at this point, and I turn to him to maybe make eye contact with him.
Intervene.
To say maybe, okay, Marty, maybe he could do something else. And so I'm just, don't answer him, and I look to Leo. Let's say I look to Leo like over here, and I go like, say something.
Here we go.
Here's what Leo does.
Yeah.
He looks away.
No, that's right. He's thinking about, I wonder what he'll have for dinner.
Yeah. He completely looks away and leaves me hanging. And
my God.
He's like, so kid, you want to try when I hit you for real? And I just go, okay.
No, this is this is craziness.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Well, I did. Okay, yeah, I guess so. I'm happy I did now. And so I'm like freaking out, and I wear these big fake teeth in the movie, and so I know I'm gonna get hit. This guy's pacing back and forth, like so excited to punch me in the face. And so we go out there and we do the scene, and he pulls a gun on me, and all this crazy stuff happens, and I'm like, what? Hit me, whatever, hit me. And he just decks me. Okay?
Okay, now, what kind of a punch and where did it land?
It landed right here.
Right on the side of your mouth.
And I wore big fake teeth, and they split and flew out of my mouth. Sure. Okay?
Now, was it like a roundhouse? Was it an uppercut?
It was like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Like a jab?
I don't know punching stuff. But
Blood?
No blood. So my teeth split apart and fly out of my mouth, and I'm on the floor, and I'm in a daze, and I just hear Scorsese yell out, "His face is swelling, get him some new teeth and let's shoot it." And someone put new teeth in my mouth, and they filmed my face swelling.
God. Wow.
It was, but then he said, hey, kid, come watch the playback. And
He said, hey, kid. Yeah, when you've come to your senses, come on in. When the concussion has worn off, come on in.
When you can understand what reality is, come check this out.
Goodness.
But then the whole scene was the take he used because you can tell that it's real. It's really scary.
Well,
you don't know what's going to happen because I'm literally shitting myself because I think I'm going to get hit in the face.
Now, let me ask you a question. You love Martin Scorsese. You've seen all of his movies. You mentioned Goodfellas. There's a scene where they're driving around with a body in the trunk. An actual dead guy?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I auditioned for that part, but I didn't get it.
Oh, my God. So people will actually see you knocked out. You get poofed for real in the movie.
Yeah,
but now, in all his other fight scenes in every other movie, has he actually asked a guy to take a punch?
I don't think so. I think genuinely it was to motivate the rest of the scene.
Yeah.
To make the rest of the scene feel scary.
For you talking in the video place.
Yeah. Exactly. It's for me to go on David Letterman.
It's payback. He says, that's a kid that was talking bang, zoom. You know what I'm saying? Bang, zoom.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Scorsese, but you know what I'm saying? Bang, zoom.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese? Yes, that's what that is.
I thought you were him for a second.
Yeah, I know. It's like sitting right next to him, isn't it? He's a very nice man.
He's the greatest.
He's like a genius. But you got a lawsuit here for sure. What are we going to see here?
So this is
Well, what was Leonardo DiCaprio like? Had you worked with him before?
no, I hadn't, and he's the best.
You work with all these big actors now, don't you?
Yeah, they slum it with me, and it's a great time for them because they
No,
feel
you're
better
holding
about
your own.
themselves.
You're going toe to toe. I saw you with that Brad Pitt. You were going toe to toe with him. It was great.
Well, I appreciate that.
No,
but,
you deserve it, and good for you. And just tell me about.
Okay, so thank you. Embarrassing. So Leo's great. He's a great guy. He's probably the best actor I've ever worked with.
Is that a fact?
I think he's unbelievable. Unbelievable actor.
How handsome is he in person?
He's hideous looking in person. No, he's great.
He's ghastly.
He's
Now,
great.
you didn't see Scorsese having him punched in the face, did you?
Yeah. Well, someone had to be the handsome one on set.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Anyway, Jonah, let's take a look at this clip here now.
Okay, this is the scene right before I get knocked out where I piss off the guy who's our drug dealer.
Oh, so
because
we get to see him.
We're
this is good.
we're laundering money by taping it to his girlfriend so she can take it to Switzerland.
Good idea.
Millions of dollars.
All right, so seconds later, you get it's good night.
Yeah.
You get puffed.
Watch
All right.
this, and then when you see the movie, like
right, take a
after
look.
this scene, I'm gonna get knocked
Here's
out.
the guy. Watch this. And then it's lights out.
yeah.
That guy is a monster.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
It's not right. It's not right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a fantastic film. I hope you enjoyed. Nice to see you again, Jonah. It's The Wolf of Wall Street. Opens Christmas Day. It's a little something from Jonah to you.
Little Christmas present.
Yeah.